Hey guys, this is your U.S. history instructions for the 30th of November all the way to the 15th of December. So what you'll be doing is you're going to be working on a project, and this is going to be helping us interact with the material about the Civil War, which we're heading into. And instead of just straight reading it from the book, I'm going to have you guys do some research and create a little research project over the next few weeks to help you interact with the material and help you to understand it a little better. So this is obviously a test grade because it's a project and it's a bit of a lengthy project. So we're going to go over what I expect for each thing, okay? So this project is going to be presented in a Google Slides format, and I want you to include pictures on each the frame for each of these sections, okay? So I've divided it up into days so that if you stick with this schedule here, it will not be overwhelming. But if you wait until the 14th to do all this, you'll be really stressed out, which is not fair to you. Okay, so be nice to yourself and just follow the due dates. Okay, so again, what we're trying to do here is interact with the material about the Civil War so that we have a better understanding of it, okay? And so on November 30th, all you have to really focus on is creating a cover page with your title, your name, and the date, which you want to put the due date on there, and that's going to be December 15th. And then for December 1st and 2nd, you're going to talk about the ways that North and South differed at that time in U.S. history, socially, politically, economically. Now, what I've done here is I have included a link for you to follow and just read some information here, okay? And don't worry about this part. This is just extra. The part that I wanted you to focus on was the research, the information. Okay, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Please follow this schedule so you don't get stressed out. And then for the 3rd and 4th of December, you're going to gather information about 5 important people in the Civil War. So people you may choose from include Robert E. Lee, Abraham Lincoln, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Clara Barton, Ulysses S. Grant, Jane Addams, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Sojourner Truth. Those are people that you can choose from and see how they were involved in the Civil War or contributed to the Civil War. And what I've done here is I have linked you to the biography.com. So all you have to do to get information about these people is follow the link and type in a name of the person that you want to choose from. Abraham Lincoln. There's videos about Lincoln that you can watch. So I'm just trying to find one that will be good. Here's one about the Gettysburg Address. You know, just click on one and then you'll be able to watch a little bit of video, and then there's going to be some good information in there, okay? So after that, and you have 2 days to work on this, you're going to go and find a detailed map showing how the nation was divided and the political boundaries in the United States, how that looked at this point in history. So remember, at this point in history, there were not 50 states of the United States like we have today. So I have already found a link for you in which you can just select a map on the link once it loads, of course, which will take a few minutes because these things sometimes do. So then we have here a map that you can use. All you have to do is click on it and copy it, say copy image, like that, and then you're going to insert it in your slideshow. And you'll be doing that on through the 7th through the 8th. Okay? So then the next part is letters from soldiers that you create. This is a creative writing prompt, but you need to include information that is accurate, telling what life was like during the war. You can choose to be a soldier from the North or from the South, and this is for December 9th. So I already found a nice little article for you to read, which talks about what life was like as a soldier. Just look over this. I'm not saying read every single word, but read enough of it so that you can get some information to make your letter seem more realistic. And then for December 10th, I want you to do letters from families back home to the soldiers telling what life was like for them back home. So then I found another link for you that talks about life on the home front. And remember, you do not have to read everything word for word. That's totally not what I'm expecting, but I do want you to read some of it so that you can make your letter realistic, okay? And then for the December 11th, I want you to focus on the weapons, and I found a list of weapons here for you. I know it's Wikipedia, but it's okay. You can use Wikipedia this time. I have the best list of weapons. So all you have to do is scroll down here and get some weapons ideas and put that information into your slideshow. So you can just pick 3 weapons, okay? I'm gonna add that in there. I don't want you guys like feeling overwhelmed before all these weapons. Okay, and then the next thing I want you to do is find information about the Underground Railroad. I did not include a link for this one because this is completely up to you. In the format that you choose, you can use pictures about the Underground Railroad, you can find stories, you can find maps, letters, whatever. It's up to you, but use Google and see what you can find. And then finally, I want you to include information about 3 major battles of the Civil War. So here are several battles listed. The Battle of Bull Run, Battle of Antietam, Vicksburg, or Gettysburg. You can pick any of those. What I've done for you is I have found a website that's about battles, and you can just search the battles here. So if we typed in, you know, oops, that's not good, Gettysburg, we have a whole list of interesting articles. So I'm doing 10 facts about Gettysburg because that will be the easiest. So then you just look over these 10 facts and then you can synthesize it and put it into your slideshow presentation. Okay, so for the places where I'm asking you to do things like look up people or battles, I want you to find at least 5 facts, okay? So I'm going to include that. So five facts for each. So 5 facts for each battle. And then up here, I also want you to choose, you know, 5 facts each. And then, of course, a bibliography is the last thing that I want you to do. And that's basically just going to be you listing what internet sources you use. If you use the ones I sent, that's great. If you want to go out on your own and choose some different ones, that's great too. Just make sure you list them. So I'm just asking you to list them based upon their URLs. So that's this part right here. So you would Control-C and then copy it into your bibliography list. So that would look something like this. And then I would be able to check your information there. Remember, this is a project, so it's a test grade. Do not put things into, but do not plagiarize is what I'm trying to say. Put things in your own words. And please remember to stick to the due dates for each of the assignments. The whole thing's not due until the 15th. But if you break it apart day by day, it's not going to be overwhelming. But if you don't, and you try to do everything on the 14th, you're going to be really stressed out. And you don't want to be stressed out right before Christmas break. For the rest of the week, which is going to be the 16th through the 18th, I want you to focus on finishing any missing work and turning that in, okay? So please use these days to turn in missing work. And then when we come back from the break, we'll be working on getting ready for our midterm. But if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.